Hello everybody and welcome to another guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard and we are going to play Jubilee Grove hole number 7, and this is one that it was not that long ago we got this par 3. So I think it was in September, and I remember that I completely redid the shot I had then. So I'm very pleased that we get to play this one now as well, because that means we do have a good chance to get some berserkers, because that's the ball we can win in this version of the golden shot. If you do get the obsidian chest, you have 9 berserkers. You can get all the way down to the cobalt chest where you have 1. You get some cards in every chest, where in every chest there is epic cards promised as well. The difficult part when it comes to this particular golden shot is that there is one thing that differs for the different wind directions. So in tailwind and crosswind, we're gonna do something that we do not do in headwind. So I'm gonna take this landing position up because we are going to be looking at the just before circle break on the power always. The aim point for all the winds are bullseye and the last pixel of rough with blue ring by the sun. But when we do have the tailwind and the crosswind, we shall be doing the on the power. Why is that? It's because otherwise we will miss the rough. It's also a different adjustment when it comes to the tailwind and the crosswind compared to the headwind. But the underpower is crucial. If you do forget the underpower, especially in tailwinds, you will most likely miss the rough, and then you are wasting your free shot. We have min minus 10% elevation, and we have max minus 10% elevation, and we're going to play min numbers in the tailwind and the crosswind, and we're going to play max numbers in the headwinds. But you will see everything on the text guide when we summarize in the end. You can always find the text guide on our website, golf-tommy.com. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, and now we are gonna check out the replays. So we do have the first replay, which is a right to left cross and headwind. We move up to find the bullseye by the edge of the rough line, and we do have blue ring by the bunker there to the left. Then we are applying the spins, and a good thing with this golden shot once again is that we can add the max backspin in all the wind angles and strength. We are just changing the right spin depending on what direction we're having. As we're having a headwind, we shall be following the headwind part of the slide, which is the left side. So 5.9 miles per hour is going to give us 2.6 rings. We then hit perfect, we land center into the rough, and it comes in very slow, but we are dropping for an hole-in-one. It's very important that we are coming in slow when we're entering the green. This because the green slopes downhill, and if we come in with too much speed, we will roll past all the rings, and that will definitely be problematic. Now we do have a crosswind, right to left. Once again, we find the same aim point, bullseye by edge of the rough line, blue ring to the left by the sand. Max backspin is 1.8, right spin 5.7 miles per hour, and then we're looking at the right side of the screen. Then we are adjusting 2 rings. And don't forget that when we do have the crosswind or the tailwind, we shall apply underpower. So we're moving up until the circle breaks, and then we move back. That's what it's called just before circle break underpower, for those that are not familiar with that expression. We land into the rough, and again comes in very slow, and we're dropping for an hole-in-one. Let's see what we do get in the obsidian chest. Besides the cards, I said the berserker ball is definitely a very welcome addition for many inventory. Now we do have a tailwind left to right, and we do once again bullseye by edge of the rough line, blue ring to the left by the sun, and we are then applying max backspin and 0.6 right spin. Adjust we are going to adjust 1.8 rings. And do not forget the underpower or you will miss the rough. As you can see here that with the underpower we do land into the rough and we take the turn down onto the green and getting a little bit lucky dropping for a hole-in-one. But even if we wouldn't have been dropping the hole-in-one, the speed is so perfect that we will be staying within the yellow ring otherwise. So some berserker balls and some cards, and then we move to the final shot here, which is right to left, cross and tailwind. So I think we've had all the wind angles besides like a left to right type of wind with headwind, at least here in the video. Max backspin, and we do 1.4 right spin. Adjust for 5 miles per hour is 1.8 rings. You could see that I swapped there to 1 right spin because I judged this one to not be so much of a crosswind component. And we are then going to move up until the circle breaks, and then we move down, and now we need to hurry up, and I couldn't remove that final click of underpower. You can see that we land super close to the sand in that instance, but we still roll down and we're still dropping for an hole-in-one, but I would love to land maybe a tad higher up to not flirt with that bunker. Let's see what we do get in the final obsidian chest, then we will be summarizing with the text guide for this week's golden shot. Alright, so we do have the left side and the right side, both are displaying the same aim point. And I said that in the beginning of the video as well, that you will be using the same aim point in all wind angles. The difference between the two sides is that when we have a crosswind or a tailwind, we are going to have just before circle break on the power, always. It's also a different adjust in headwind compared to cross and tailwind. So we start on the left hand side to look at the spins, and that is the headwind side. We have a max backspin in all the angles. Left, right, cross and headwind is 0.6 right spin, direct headwind 1 right spin, and right to left cross and headwind 1.4 right spin. And just to say that again, bullseye and last pixel of rough with blue ring by sand. Then we do have the cross and the tailwind, which is the right side, which is the red. And then we do have, again, bullseye and last pixel of rough with blue ring by the sand. And we have just before circle break on the power, always. In all the wind angles, we use a max backspin. In direct tailwind, we use 1 right spin, right to left, cross and tailwind, 1.4 right spin, left to right, cross and tailwind, 0.6 right spin, direct crosswind, left to right, 0.3 right spin, and direct crosswind, right to left, 1.8 right spin. This text guide can be found on golfclashtommy.com. If you're not comfortable with this type of play for the hard version, make sure to look at the medium version as that offer a slightly easier type of shot, but the rewards are also a bit worse. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Scan the QR code to get the best guides on the market. And you can find the link as well in the description down below, patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Thank you once again, and I wish you the best of luck.